Okay, everybody, man with the wrench again. Back on the mini Jeep. I took the motor off the rally and put it back on this one because this one's a lot closer to being done, and I'm still not real sure what I want to do with the rally. I kind of want to do it off-road, but I ain't real sure yet. I fixed the steering; it's on there good, and I've got this string just so nobody pulls back on it real hard and breaks it again. The clutch, I fixed it. I don't know if I told you in my last video or not, but I had my belts backwards. I had the back one on the front and the front one on the back, and it was right here grinding into the frame. And I had no clutch pedal at all. So I got that fixed, and everything seems to work pretty good. And I've got plenty of a clutch. I took the battery out, as you can see. I had to fix my steering. I'm going to bring it up. I don't know if you can see right here where I kind of drew a line, but I'm going to try to bring the battery up about that high to where it clears that pulley and I won't have nothing to worry about. And I've got my covers on my wiring harness, just, I don't know, to help keep anything from rubbing and grounding it out. But and it ain't pretty, it's dirty because I kept them off of old lawnmowers. But I'm going to try to get this thing going as soon as possible. I'm trying to find an old oil tank. I figured where it's pretty thick, it'd probably work the best for doing the body. And instead of doing like the back and then one side and then another side, and then from the end of the side where it comes up at an angle, instead of having all them pieces separate, I'm going to just cut one big piece and bend it, and then build me little tabs where they fold up underneath of the edges, and I could just bolt it on. That way, if I ever need to work on it, I could just unbolt it and take it off as one big piece and be a little bit quicker. But I figured while I had this thing, the body off of it, I'd go ahead and show you how I'm going to do my redneck gas pedal. And pretty much it's the same as everyone else's with the metal bicycle handbrake. But instead of running it like this, like I've seen a lot of people do, I like to run mine to the side like this. And I was going to use this bolt right here to mount it, but the steering is too close. And there's a little hole right here. I'm going to take it and just open it up a little bit, and that way it'll mount right there, but you can see the top will be way up higher than that steering. There's already a hole there, and I drew my square for where I need the clearance. But the way that I do mine is you can see this big whopping hole there, and this one has no bolt in it, so I can't make it any tighter. But I take this bushing right here that goes in the front tires right here, and I cut it down to where it's just the size of this piece right here. And then these right here also came off a lawnmower. I ain't real sure what part, because I've had these for a while, you can tell by the rust. But it's like a washer with a little centerpiece in it. And that hole is still kind of big, but this top piece right here fits right in it, and it's pretty snug so it doesn't wiggle a lot. I don't know if you can see it in there really good, but it fits just right. I'm still on the cell phone. I have to get a camera. But I take one for the other side to make up for the slag on this side. And then I have this bolt right here, which I don't know where it came from, but it has a washer built in, like a locking washer built into the top. And that will go right through the center of all of it. And it's about a perfect fit for them. You can see the thread sticking out. And then that piece right there will go through this hole. And then I have another locking washer and a nut that goes on it to lock it all together. And it really, really, really helps to keep the wiggle down where this is round and it's being bolted to the side. And then when I cut that hole, it'll help keep it from shifting on me. And then you can see that's in there, and there's really not a lot of wiggle to it. I mean, it wiggles a little bit because it's loose, but it doesn't wiggle a whole lot. And when that gets mounted on there, if I can get to where you can see it, it'll be like this. But it'll go right through that hole, and as you can see where it's kind of like that shape and long, I just cut a rectangle where it fits right about here, and that way it keeps it from twisting like this when I'm using my foot. And I cannot find my drill or my saw right now. because like I said, I'm in the process of moving, and it might have got packed up. But pretty much that's about all you really have to do. And like I said, that'll mount about that high, and you can see there's plenty of clearance for the steering. And that way you just mash your foot on the end of it like this, and that's how you use your throttle. And you can see there's, if I can get up here, it'll be like that. So there'll be plenty of boot clearance. It's plenty high enough to where it can go all the way down without hitting the frame. That's pretty much a redneck lawnmower gas pedal, right, in a nutshell. And like I said, I'm gonna try to get some work done on this. It's been raining like crazy. I guess it's like they say, the April showers bring May flowers. So hopefully that'll be done as soon as I can find my drill and my saw. Another little update, well, not an update, but a project. I got these two little shackles here. They were on my truck when I got it. Somebody had it on the tailgate, and what they used them for was tie downs. If they had something that was way too big and they had to lay the tailgate down. I'm thinking I'm gonna put these right here on the back. You know, just as kind of like if I get stuck, I can hook a rope or, you know, something to both of them. I have one on each side, and that way I can pull myself out. I don't have money for like a winch or anything like that with the new baby coming and getting ready to move. But hopefully all this works, you know, works out. I'll see if I take this thing out apart. I'll put it in high gear for you. See, it's really far back, and there's pretty good tension on the belts. That front one needs to be a little bit tighter, but maybe I can adjust that. But now I have plenty of clutch without it hitting anything. Because, like I said, it was grinding right here. But I guess that's it for this update. And whenever I figure out what to do with the rally, which, as you can see, it's starting to fall apart, I had to roll it upside down the other day. I had to take something off of it. But as soon as I figure out what to do with that, I'll have you an update on it. It's just been sitting there. But my main concern is the mini Jeep, because it's so close to being ready to go. Like I said, I just got to get front tires because these will not seal or hold air. My back tires are fine. But this thing should be, you know, put back together and ready for a romp video very soon. So y'all stay tuned for that. And I want to give a shout out to T-Man, because he had all of us worried there for a while. And I'm glad everything worked out and that he's going to be able to stay in his house and, you know, keep videos up. Because, you know, I like watching his videos just because he's so funny. Him and Fearless Front, he does a lot of cool videos too. So if you ain't heard of those two, check them out. They do a lot of really cool stuff. T-Man's more go-karts, but he does have a lawnmower build that he's been working on. And Fearless, he's just crazy with lawnmowers. He builds all kinds of sick stuff. He built a off-road Craftsman, and he's got a off-road Murray. Well, the Craftsman's like a rock crawler, but the Murray's his off-road thing. Y'all get over there and check him out. And like I said, be sure to keep a lookout for the updates and everything on the Jeep and the Rally. But I guess that's it for this video. Y'all stay tuned.